everybody, it's Casual.Boops and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be watching Boben der Meister play a game in the Leopard 1 on Serene Coast. And it's an all tier 10 game, one artillery each side. We've got a Manticore, they've got an EBR. And right away, Meister, I'm just going to call him Meister. Meister's going to a fairly popular spot on this side to get shots and spotting on heavies that are crossing going into the peninsula. And yeah, we'll just wait and see for the big meatballs. And the Manticore gets into the bush ahead of him, and this is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. You know, normally I would say don't ever park behind your light tank in a bush, because if you shoot, they're going to take the hits or if you get spotted. But, you know, Meister was here first, so I'm kind of like, F it. There's nothing that the Manticore is doing that Meister's not doing also, so it's kind of a waste for him to be here anyways. So it is what it is. We're just going to sit here and see if we can't farm some damage. And I noticed in the minimap that we don't have a whole lot of people going to the C3 area, the B2 C3 area, which is concerning. But for right now, we'll just, you know, we're gonna take our shots down here and do what we need to do. And that's all the heavies are spotted now. They're all down here, and you can see the EBR is trying to make a play. Like, it looks like the top side of the map, you look at the mini-map, the top side is going to be gone pretty quick here, because they're making pretty aggressive plays, and we're not being aggressive on the bottom side. So Meister sees that, and see if we can craft an angle. Success! Yeah. Meister's going to come down through the middle here and see if he can't catch the push, as the enemy is inevitably going to push through the north side. He wants to be in a position to farm them as they push in and try to maximize the game, because it looks like right now this doesn't look good. Like, not to say that the game is decided already, but this is not looking good already, so let's try to catch as much damage as we possibly can. That's what Meister's going to do. He's going to go back to a really good spot here, back in this by the base where the artillery normally sit. This is a really good position, because it's got lots of bushes and lots of undulations and hills, and allows you to really work a lot of different angles and cover the base really well. We're just going to watch Meister carefully pick his shots and work this. I'm just going to let it go for a little bit here. Most of the shots that Meister's been taking so far have been, you know, while the bushes are opaque, like that. So he's not been spotted yet while he's been doing this. He's shot a few different things, including a light tank, and he's totally good to go. And so this is part of the reason I wanted to make this video. When I saw this replay, is Meister really effectively utilizes camo mechanics. He'll pull forward to a bush to spot, and then fall backwards until the bush is opaque to shoot, and that is exactly what you're supposed to do. That is the best case scenario to maximize your camouflage, because if you shoot while the bush... Oh. Okay, so this one he didn't do that, and he got spotted, if you notice. And if you shoot while you can see through the bush, your the camo that the bush provides goes away. So this is why you want to spot looking through the bush, and then pull back so that the bush is not see-through, and then do your shooting to maximize the camo that the bush provides. You're going to see a lot of that here by Meister as the game progresses. Key here is to just be patient, because they know he's in this bush, but he's not spotted, so they have to just guess, and the bushes are big enough that they can't just pick one bush and shoot in it, because he's moving around a lot, and there's a lot of places he could be. And now we see Excellent. That patent gun, that really opens things up. And so now you have a little more freedom to breathe on the A-B line, the backside of the base. We still have this brick of heavies, you know, this giant force of heavies coming up from the peninsula to worry about. But for now, this is not a total cluster. So. And Meister's still using the bushes appropriately. There's no point in moving forward because you know the heavies are going to come forward into you right now, like, or very soon in the next minute or so. So that's why Meister's not in a hurry to push forward. He's got a good positioning. He's got bushes here, so he's just going to sit and wait. And here we go. Wait for it. He tracks the Centurion Action Axe at the exact same moment that the Jaegeru shoots him, so he gets 1,000, 1,400 or so assistance just from that one tracking shot. That's... You just love to see that. That's excellent. And you can see all the different firing lanes that you can utilize when you're sitting in this little bowl in the back of the base. Like he just shot that TVP because he approached from the middle of the base. He's got, and here's another example. So he's pulling forward to spot, and then moving back to maybe find a shot. Forward to spot, back to shoot. And you'll just see that again and again. And these little movements are what make it so that Meister doesn't get spotted hardly at all when he's doing this. Took a blind shot at the Grill 15, and he was at about 500 hit points before. We'll see what he comes up as when he's spotted next. He must have been spotted. Yeah, he was spotted for that shot. That must just be because the E4 has decent view range and was close enough to just see him anyways. But, you know, he still did things properly. Sometimes the bushes just aren't going to work for you. You know, there's a certain amount of camo that they give you, and that must not have been enough. Meister gets real aggressive and finishes off the E4. Now puts himself in a position where, you know, he's able to finish off the Superconk, luckily, because otherwise he was exposed, and the Superconk probably would have been able to farm him. And he's really cleaning things up now. And now it was a 1 versus 6. And now it's a 1 versus 2. So he's really pulled this back. And the E3 was last spotted on the south side of the peninsula there. You can see on the mini-map. But he hasn't shown up lately, you know. So we're going to speed things up a little bit here. And yeah, the E3 was at the base. I just, you know, skip forward a little bit of driving around. And we know where the E3 is there, and he's in a really good spot. So Meister wants to check and see if the artillery, which is the other thing we're looking for, it's on this side of the tracks before we go and try to deal with the E3. And it doesn't look like it is, like the artillery is. Because if he was, we would have spotted him for doing that. So I'm going to skip forward a little bit more. And now we're approaching the E3 from the backside, which is the right play. And he's just very cagey because we don't know exactly where he is now, and we don't want to find an E3. Oh. Excellent. So now he's been spotted. He knows he's spotted, and he's the artillery spotted as well. And now, right about here, the artillery drops off spotting, which means Meister knows that he is not spotted either at the same moment. So he does a fake-erino, the flank-erino here, because if you had seen him while he was moving, while he was spotted, it looked like he was going to go around the backside. Meister's not going to do that. Ha-ha! Well played. Now, he's got to be cagey again because we don't know what the E3 is going to do. I'll just fast forward a little bit more here because there's a lot of driving around. And at this point, we're pretty sure that the E3 is exactly where he was last spotted. And oh my god, there he is.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
E3 does not seem to be responding to external stimuli. This is fantastic. So we just get to farm. You know, Meister just gets to throw it in the tracks, and at this point, it's game over. So, and then you get the fire to cap it off. This is just awesome. Meister throws up his gun. He knows the game is won. What a way to finish off the game. So we end the game with 10,700 damage, 8 kills, 1,700 assists. We've got the Top Gun, the High Caliber, the Radley Walters for the 8 kills, and then, of course, the Kalabanovs, because just at the end there, when his last teammate died, there were 6 enemies. And so it was 1 versus 6, and he came out on top. Obviously, the ace tanker there. And then 1,620 base XP, which for a tier 10, that's an incredible XP score. So that's the game, and congratulations to Boban der Meister with a fantastic carry in the Leo 1. And thanks for watching, and I hope that this game taught you things about bush mechanics and camel mechanics, which were used pretty expertly by Meister here in this game. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.